Hello there and welcome back to Building the Boys. We now have issue 70 of Hachette's Disney Doll's House. There really isn't a lot to do in this one, but having seen the impact that the aerial floor made on the bathroom, I would imagine we're going to get the same sort of impact in the Cinderella room. So we're installing the floor into Cinderella's room in this one, and that is all we're doing. But we do get quite a lot with this, because the other piece that we get with this is we get the ceiling to Cinderella's room. Now you might be thinking, so next month we put the ceiling in. Nope, we won't be doing that until July. So it's a piece to put away. So this is quite simple. We're putting the floor in. Now there is a very specific way the floor goes, because this is a square one. It looks like you can put it in any way. You can. There is a notch taken out of it, but we'll go into that exactly how this one goes in. If you're worried about gaps or anything on this one, don't be. There's some big wooden alcove pieces that are going to go around the edges. So you don't need to worry about that, along with skirting board as well. It'll be fine, trust me. We do get some pretty bits in this one for Ariel's bathroom. I'm not blown away by the rugs we get with this one. They're cute enough, but they look very thin. But we also get very little soap as well, which is interesting. But without further ado, let's take a look at the pretty parts, and then we'll get this floor installed. Okay, so here are the rugs for Ariel's room. These are really thin. I mean, these feel like wafers. We've got a bath mat there. Is what it is, and we have a rug here, which is, you know, it's cute. It'll fit the theme. It's nice. I mean, mine's all curled up, so I'm going to put that in a book to flatten that out. So we have those as the rugs, but then, and you'd be forgiven for missing this, underneath here we have this very dainty little starfish soap. How cute's that? So that'll go on the sink in the little soap dish, and isn't that lovely? Cute enough. But that's all we get in this one. But we do get, and I'll show you this piece first. We do get, zoom out, this is the ceiling for Cinderella's room. So it will go this way round. You can see we're going to put the light in there. And that's going to drape through the back. So that's the ceiling for Cinderella's room. We're not using this one until, I think, 75 or 76, so it won't be next month we'll be using this. That's one to put away for now and keep nice. And then what we'll be doing in this one is we'll be using Cinderella's floor. Now, here is the floor to Cinderella's room. Very lovely it is, but I mean, we have got big rugs and a massive bed, so you're barely going to see any of this floor, but it does look very nice. I mean, you can see the pumpkin details there, and it's lovely. Now, this is the way in it's going to go. This notch here is going to go at the front right. So as long as you get this notch at the front right, you've put it in right. So what we're going to do is flip this one over, we're going to give this a nice coating of glue, and we're going to install it into the house. Okay, so this is the section we'll be working on. We bring up our floor here, which we've given a lovely coating of glue, and this is going to slot in like so. Now, I'm trying to do this one-handed, so bear with me. Let's get that one in. There we go. In and down, right up to the corners. And there we have it. And as I said before, what I'm doing with mine is I'm taking some clamps, just pinching it down, and I'm going to pop a weight in there as well, just in the middle, to hold it in. But doesn't that look lovely? So this is how we're looking now. We've got all of our floors in. Smear some glue on the wall there. Let's get that off. Doesn't this look lovely? I think this looks absolutely gorgeous with the floors in. We're looking good. More glue. God, I've got glue bloody everywhere, haven't I? See, I'm going to put that in a book. If you have the same problem, put it inside a book. Let weight and gravity and time do its thing. But I love Ariel's bathroom floor. I think that's great. We're looking lovely. We're looking really nice. I'm happy. I'm happy with this. Really good. Really nice. Excellent. Let's have a chat. So that's it. That's issue 70 complete. I can put it back over there. And they threw my back out lifting that. That's starting to get heavy now. But that's it. That's done. So there wasn't a lot to do in this month overall, but it's made an impact, made a difference. It's looking good. It's looking great. Now, you might be thinking, so what, we carrying on with the second floor next month? No, bizarrely we're not. Weirdly enough, I'm going to ask you to do something. If you're a monthly subscriber, I'm going to suggest you do something. You don't have to listen to me, but it's just my advice. So next month, we return back to the ground floor, and we are doing the windows for the Wonderland dining room. Now, in 71, you get the two outer windows. Sorry, you get the main window. So you get the main middle window. Then in 72, you get the two outer windows. Now, my advice is build 72 first. And the reason why I'm saying that is because it leaves the big window open. So you can get your hand in, you can do the windows, leaving that big space open for you. So it's easier to do the two side windows, then go back and do 71 and put the large window in. Does that make sense? Because if you put the large window in first, you've got no room to get in. You've got to go in from this side to do it. If you do the large window second, that's in 71, do 72 first, do the two outer windows, and you can use the window hole to do it. Makes more sense. Honestly, do 72 first if you're a monthly subscriber, then do 71. It'll just make life a lot easier, a lot easier. It's how I will be doing it. I will release them in sequence, but you'll see on my 71, you'll go, it's 72 windows are already in. They will be. Because that's the way I'm going to do it. So 71 and 72, we've got the Alice in Wonderland windows. That's what goes in. 73, bizarrely, we go back to Winnie the Pooh's basement. We've got two little pictures to go in there, and we also do a little bit with the we make a dresser for Peter Pan's room, and that's about it. And then in 74, we do go back to the second floor, and we do quite a lot. So in 74, we put in the windows to Ariel's bathroom, put in the windows to the Aristocats' room, and we built the door for Ariel's bathroom, the Aristocats' room. So we do return there, and you will use the piece that we made. So that little curved piece, although July is not, you will attach that to the floor. So we're preparing the floor, the ceiling ultimately for Ariel's room, repairing that. And then the month after, so come July, we put all of the ceilings in place. So we're pretty much done, and you do the rest of the Cinderella windows. And by July, that floor is complete. And we end by putting the staircase in. So that floor really has flown up very, very rapidly. So there's a lot of fun stuff to come. There's a lot of exciting stuff to come. As we are nearing the end of the main structure of the house, we are going to spend a long time, and I mean a long time, doing the tiling for the roofs, doing the outside of the house, because we are just, all we're doing at the moment is interior. We've not really worked on exterior, but you're going to start getting exterior parts soon. When we move up to Peter Pan's room, that's where you're going to get your first outside paneling. Which is like, it looks like boards, it looks like timber boards. But we're going to spend a long time, the house we built, we're going to spend a long time making the outside look pretty, putting the all-night windows, frames on, doing all of the tiling for the roof. That's going to take a lot, building the tower that goes above Peter Pan's room. So the actual frame of the house itself will be built fairly soon. Then it's the fun and games of tiling it all and making it all look how it's supposed to look, and building the base up as well. We've got to do that too. Ken, who I showed you earlier, built the grotto, has now started YouTubing, which is wonderful news. And he has got his first builds done, which is the kind of the cake, the wonky cake from Sleeping Beauty. And he shows you how to make your own. So you can go and do that right now. So those wonderful little things that Ken makes, he's showing you how he does and how he makes them. He has just started out, so he's a little nervous about doing it, but I think he's done a great job. I really do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to post a link to Ken's channel in the description. Go and have a look. Throw him up a like. Hit the subscribe button, because you know Ken's going to be doing quite a lot of those builds. And it's all little things that will look great in our house. So follow him, support him. He's a great guy, Ken. He's done a lot for the kind of Dolls House community, and I think he's great. So support his channel. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you can for Ken. And yeah, you'll be able to see all the little builds that he makes, and he'll give you the step-by-step to go through them. The cake looks amazing, looks really good. If you haven't hit the like button for me yet, please go ahead and do that. And if you haven't subscribed yet, be one of our subscribers. Come along for the journey, because we're going all the way to the end on this one. We'd love to have you along for the ride. We really would. If you've got any questions, you can ask them at buildingtheboys@outlook.com. We'll be happy to answer anything you've got. And if you want to show us your work, we're happy to see that as well. If you don't want to go to the hassle of an email, you can pop it into the comments down below, and we will get back to every single person that messages us. We will talk back. That's it for this one. Next week on the channel, we probably have the Batmobile Tumbler. I'd imagine we'll be here by next weekend. We'll have our weekly catch-up. If you're not watching our weekly catch-up, swing by, because we talk about Disney, we talk about all kinds of things. We will also be having The Roca Chocolate Factory will be up next week, as will The Lost Boys. We'll be talking about the movie The Lost Boys. So if you have an affection in your heart for The Lost Boys, swing by and check that out. If you're like, what is The Lost Boys? Come and check it out, because you're missing out on one of the greatest films ever made. But that's what we'll be talking about. We'll be back in June for more Disney Dolls House, where we will, as I said, we're putting the windows into the Wonderland dining room finally. And a few more bits and pieces. Thank you for all your support so far. I'm going to say goodbye now. In a world where you could be anything at all, just be nice. And I really do mean that. It's very easy to be horrible. It takes effort to be nice, but make the effort, make the world a better place, you know? But that's all from me. I will catch you very soon for more from Milb and the Boys. We'd love to hear from you. We'll see you then.